getting a letter from a federal agency asking for those detailed pieces of information about prayer meetings and views on issues and what your family members are doing, and I read some of those questions, and obviously I came to the conclusion that the IRS felt there was a right and wrong position on those issues, and a right and wrong activity regarding prayer meetings, for example. What was your impression when you received those questions? And I'll start with you, Ms. Garretson.
Well, like I said, when I received those questions, I felt defensive, for one thing, because I felt like that wasn't any of their business. I wasn't going to identify my volunteers. I was fearful for them. If their name was going to the IRS, I know they would be scared. The questions were chilling. I was shocked that I was being asked those questions.
All right. Ms. Martinek?
The most disturbing thing for us was having to agree that we would not protest or picket at Planned Parenthood. And since there was no similar request in the application, really we had no idea what they were even trying to control. If we went there in prayer, would that be considered picketing, protesting? It was very troubling.
All right. Dr. Kenny?
I immediately reached my target heart rate at that when I opened the envelope. And I had anxiety, and I felt betrayed, absolutely betrayed.
All right. Dr. Eastman?
When our donors were disclosed, a number of them called us expressing concern about that. The effort seems to have been designed to subject our donors to abuse, to intimidation, to hold them accountable for donating in support of the cause of traditional marriage, to boycott their businesses, to target their families, and more significantly for our purposes, to chill them from donating again so we can keep up the political fight that we're in the middle of. There's an unbelievable chilling effect on what happened to us.
All right.
I think that our organization, the questions weren't quite as intrusive as some of the other groups, but I was just overwhelmed by the sheer level of minute detail that was being requested, and to try to go back and track down all this kind of stuff, it was, very difficult. It was a very stressful thing having to go through this, and at this point too, now that I think about it, I was looking back through, this is the paperwork, my file, and when I look back through all this information that's been sent into the IRS, and I've heard about these, 157 visits, I believe it was, between the head of the IRS and President Obama, and I'm very concerned. It just makes me very nervous about, was my group being discussed? Was our political activities being discussed? And are we somehow targeted for this? And it's very chilling.
All right. Mr. Kukaji?
Most disturbing to linchpins of liberty, keep in mind that we work with students, some of them minors, 7th graders, that the IRS would ask to know the identity of those students is unbelievably, unconscionably chilling.